Welcome to CACSIA. Here you to weekly current affairs from 22nd to 28th, which is very important for your mains, answer writing, and even for prelims. So let's. एथर टेलीग्राम जॉइन कले आपन को पीडीएफ मिल जिवो, सो डू जॉइन इट. फर्स्ट आर्टिकल हला द हिंदू. It says that Kerala police rope in religious for anti drug drive operation 2, and even second article bhi achi hote. It is also from the Hindu, but it is on from other dates. The India's eastern border affected by the flow of opium from Myanmar. So what it says that Kerala police has said the religious leaders, they have asked the religious leaders to spread awareness about the drug abuse spreading in Kerala. So I mean देखिए first status कौन? Status is the Narcotics Control Bureau has in its report said that drug trafficking जो हुए सेटा mostly 70% of the drug trafficking is done via Arabian Sea and Bay of Bengal. Then in UN office report also it is said that India is one of the largest opiate markets, and if you ask that what are the top 3 states which come which has the highest 3 states which sell opium, top 3 are Punjab, Himachal Pradesh, and Gujarat has been added to the list recently. Next again is Ankush Kapoor versus National Investigation Agency 2020. In this, Kapoor, what he was doing, he was smuggling heroin from Pakistan. So the Supreme Court has raised concern about in this about the drug abuse, and even it called it as a generational threat. It called it as a generational threat. Then reasons देखिए reasons कौन पाई हुए drug how this drug is getting like how this drug is being spread due to some reasons. So what would be the reasons? First is geographical isolation. What we see here, golden crescent and golden triangle. If you see what is golden, which countries are called golden crescent and which are called golden triangle, here you can see golden crescent is say Iran, Afghanistan and Pakistan, which touches the Gujarat, Himachal, Jammu and Kashmir, all these bordering states. Then golden triangle, here Myanmar, Laos and Thailand. So these golden crescent and golden triangle are very important because they are touching our borders, India's borders. So which is very crucial because from there the passage of drug takes place and even the trafficking also takes place. Then because of the porous borders, you can see because of the porous borders in the northeast region, here the article is a weightage because says that India's eastern border affected by the flow of opium from where? Myanmar, because of these porous borders, because they do not have any fencing, they do not have any monitoring or nothing is there. You could have seen right now very recently hitla Bengal elections ray that Bangladeshis were entering and even they are going out freely. So there is no fencing. So you can say porous borders of India and Bangladesh, even Nepal. Okay. Now, what are the cultural norms, reasons for cultural norms and media influence? आमे देखिवा बहुत सारा movies जो आसुची recently बहुत सारा hit movies release ହେଇची like तमरा कबीर सिंह, Animal, even the famous song Manali Trance सुनिथिबो. So से सब कोन what it does, it influences the people or influences the youth. You could have seen कि colleges रे बहुत सारा ये सब गांजा, opium, drugs ये सब बहुत मात्रा रे flow हुए. because of what? Because youth feel that if we consume drugs, then we would look cool, but it is not the case. Then role kono technology ର role kono? It is said Europe रे ଗୋଟେ study ହେଇଥିଲା. It is from the European Monitoring Center. They said that 60% of your drugs, 60% of your drug substances are being dealt through or being supplied through darknet. Is supplied through darknet. And even cryptocurrency, they use crypto payment system for door-to-door service delivery. Then legal system loopholes kona? But a case itla the recreation of special codes, special exclusive codes. Recreation of special exclusive codes. In this case, it is a case, okay? In this case, what the Supreme Court has said, the Supreme Court said that there are huge pendency of cases relating to drug abuse, and even what it said that there is no common law, there is no standardized definition for this, and even there is no standardized punishment. These are the reasons why mostly drug abuse has been spreading. Then what can be the steps? What steps India has taken? India has like government has taken step like it has come up with the act, National Drugs and Psychotropic Substances Act, and even the PIT NDPS Act. What is PIT NDPS Act? It says that prevention of illicit trafficking of national drugs and psychotropic substances. What this act does, which is very important, what it does, it prohibits the production, purchase, sale, and transport and consumption of narcotic psychotropic substances. And even our constitution has given the article, that is article 47, it says the prohibition of consumption of intoxicating drinks and drugs. And even there is a regulating body, that is Narcotics Control Bureau, which is what it does, it coordinates the drug law and enforcement operation. Then even government has come up with, because of the rising technology, crypto payments for this illicit drug trafficking, even task force on darknet has also been introduced, so that they can monitor the trafficking of drugs via darknet and cryptocurrency transaction. Then next comes your Nasha Mukt Abhiyan. Nasha Mukt Abhiyan kon by launch ହେଇଥିଲା? To make India drug resilient. Okay, to make India drug resilient. Then what it focuses on? It focuses on community outreach, higher education, and capacity building for service providers. ता माने कोन? ता माने होची नशा मुक्त अभियान रे से माने कोन करिवे? Like drug resilient बनेबे, focusing on whom? Community outreach programs. What the community will do? They will spread awareness of not to use drug and what would be the causes of using drugs. And even what they do, jimti ki higher institutions manakare drug ro bahut spread hochi. So what they will do? They will even intervene with the higher educational institutions, so that from there also, because that is the route we can say. Again, because academic stress pai bhi you could have seen ki tamo colleges re ya fir tomorrow graduation time re, you could have seen that छुआ माने कहउथवे that आमे जदि टिके drug नबो, then we can easily cope up with the pressure. There is nothing such. Okay, just to look cool they do it. Then our asla platform kono SIMS or Manas. What SIMS does? SIMS is Seizure Information Management System. What it does, it tracks the drug offences. Manas helpline 1933 helpline number e call kar le. What they will provide, it platforms for citizens to help and report issues. Then global intervention re kono aschi? UN conventions bahut sara tinta convention heichi, which says that narcotic drugs upare heichi, then psychotropic substances, then illicit traffic in national drugs and psychotropic substances. And even bilateral agreements bhi heche. India bahut sara bilateral agreements karichi with the neighboring states because of the flow of drug through what? Through Golden Crescent and Golden Triangle. Then what India did? It collaborated with these bodies. What is UN, ODC, and Interpol. What it does? It chokes the cross-border supply of drugs. Even in India has done a established a rehabilitation center in Mauritius. It is called ADDA. You can see from the international relation perspective. Then Operation Tufan. Operation Tufan, which our article is mainly about, it is what it does. Operation Tufan, Kerala police द्वारा हेची. It says Tufan strikes कौन करे? It raids, inspect करे, arrest करे the drug which is being spread by the person. By whom? By Kerala police. Then Tufan warriors काहाको कुहा जाए? Who spread mass awareness. जे mass awareness spread करिवे तंको Tufan warriors कुहा जाइची. Who are those? Students, communities as ambassadors. Then Tufan care काहाको कुहा जाए? Care रू जाना पड़िबो. It is a rehabilitation, giving rehabilitation to the drug addicted persons and giving treatment, care, and even counseling. Then if we go before going to what can be further, what we can do, kahin ki you can see the second article which says that eastern flow ru bahut sara drug supply hochi through Myanmar, because as per the data it is said that Golden Crescent ru adhika matra re drug spread hue, drug comes to the Indian region, but now it has shifted to Golden Triangle. Why? Because recently when Taliban has taken over the region of Afghanistan, the country of Afghanistan, what it did, it has banned the drug, it has banned the supply of drugs. Okay, so Pakistan could not provide, or जो Golden Crescent रो जो अच्छी Iran, Afghanistan and Pakistan, it is now unstable right now. So now most of the flow comes through Myanmar. So now Golden Triangle is active, not Golden Crescent, because of the Taliban ban of drugs. Now if you see step ahead, so now if you see what are the steps we can further do, or you can say way forward, so that drug menace could be strengthened. Against drug abuse, way ahead against drug abuse. What more we can do? First, strengthen reforms through technology. Interlink, collaborating with whom? Local government, state government and central government. Then we can introduce common definition for drugs. Then what we can do, international cooperation, and intelligence sharing कही परिबा neighboring countries ମାନଙ୍କ ସହିତ sharing କଲେ information share कले we can track from where the supply is taking place. Then even we can establish online reporting system, rather than going to police station and filing FIR. Okay, these are the things. Next article, what it says, Indian Express ro NEET retest today. It is like 22nd raw news. They said that NEET retest today. CA ready with more security, quick process. What it does, why it is relevant. First, it is relevant because, why it is relevant? It is relevant because बहुत सारा students are suffering because of the retest of the examination, and even parents are suffering, and even financial condition is also being financial condition ऊपर भी hamper होची, plus गोटे ethical issue आसुची. ethical issue कौन? फर्स्ट आम चैलेंजेस देखिया कौन पाई ए सब रीटेस्ट हुए. एक्चुअली फर्स्ट रीटेस्ट कौन पाई हुए, एंड कौन पाई बहुत सारा एग्जाम्स यू कुड हैव सीन 2026 रे जत्तिकी सब 2026 रे एग्जाम्स हिची आमे देखिबा कि बहुत सारा एग्जाम्स डिले हिची या फिर स्टॉप करा हे हिची. आउ even in Odisha also. Why this is being a very big challenge, and what are the challenges? So what is the first challenge? Society and statutory body. माने कौन? society रे कौन आसीबो? NTA National Testing Agency is considered as a society under the Society Registration Act. Society Registration Act. But statutory body रे तमे देखिबो UPSC ए सब कोन, these are constitutional bodies, they are autonomous, there is no political intervention, so they can easily conduct exam, and there is किछि भी lacuna है नहीं आज जाए केबे lacuna है. So you can say जेहेतु UPSC is a constitutional body, and even it is autonomous and there is no political intervention, so smoothly the process goes, smoothly the examination, conduct of examination goes on. But जेहेतु NTA रे it is considered as a society, बहुत सारा interventions हुए, third party intervention, ये technology provide करे तार to be intervention हुए, even political intervention is there, so lot more things are there. Then paper trial कौन? Next is paper trial, that is center level weakness. Center रे भी बहुत weaknesses अच्छी, like CCTV नहीं, jamming नहीं. What is jamming? Like electronic devices जो मैंने आनी थी बे, by chance आनी दी थी बे जो मैंने say electronic device को, they will jam it. Then modernization without preparedness. It has modernized with like CBT exam, that is computer based test, but it has not done any given any preparedness for conduct of this examination, because CBT exam रे भी बहुत technical issues भी आसे. You could have seen recently CUET UG 2026 रे technical issue पाई कितना जागा रे बंद करा है वाला, and even right now the net UGC net has been taking place, where in Punjab region, some of the Punjab region, they said that in they will not conduct examination because of the technical issue, and they will retest it again. Then coaching nexus कौन? जेहेतु NEET ऊपर अछि, so you can say Kota is a hub for NEET, and what Kota does, it says Kota रे जो coaching institute अछि, what they say, win at all cost. A ideology से follow करते, that at any cost you have to win. You can take it as a positive or a negative also. Any cost you can win. People take like ame जो भी as a student, if we see win at all cost means by hook or crook we have to win it, because there is more competition, and even negative side रे भी देखिवा hard work करके जीते हबो या फिर through at any means, because it says win at all cost. Then extreme competition and limited seats. Obviously you have seen that there are 23 lakh student has been writing MBBS exam, but there are limited seats, like 1 lakh seats are there. Then ethical erosion also takes place. How? Because of the cheating, because of leaking of papers, and even parents are involved. तो लीक हुए किमती हुए छुआंक पाखे तो एते पैसा नथिबो ना, obviously they will ask their parents, and parents what they say that okay fine, for them also it is a burden that they say that okay fine, जेहेतु एते competition अच्छी and limited seats अच्छी, we'll do it whatever जहाँ भी करी हबो करिवा so that गोटे seat मिलू. And even what they do, even they send जदि हेई भी पारनी, even they send their child to foreign countries to study medical. And lack of accountability, what lack of accountability, we have seen that lack of accountability रे हमें कहा को accountable करिबा, ए सब जो लीक होची या फिर रीटेस्ट होची या फिर जहाँ भी किसी वीकनेसेस रखुची जो सेंटर लेवल रे हो या फिर प्रिपेयर्डनेस रे हो, जहाँ भी वीकनेस रहुची हम कहा को accountable करिबा, whom we have to account, the NTA or the state or ministers or the third party, technology or third party, whom we have to be accountable of. Then impact kon poduchi, human cost. Human cost, what human cost? That according to NCRB report it is said that at least 8% of the students suicide. I have said NCRB report re at least 8% students suicide. Then breach of trust, obviously there is a trust, they youth mane trust करके ही state रो exams दियंती, like they trust the state that they will give a very transparent conduct of examination, but there is breach of trust because of these leaks. So there is a breach of trust among the state versus student. And even अबे देखिथिबो, even they breach of trust हेले कौन हो, blame game भी start हो जाए कि एथि पई कहा को आंकु ब्लेम करो तांकु ब्लेम करो, से सब भी आस जाए. तो all these things. Then economic and brain drain, obviously जदि टेस्ट एनटीए जदि गोटे टेस्ट करछि या फिर एनी एग्जाम जहाँ भी टेस्ट हुए, they need economic resources first, they need money, financial resources. तो they first करे पेपर सब बनाए या फिर टेक्नोलॉजीज यूज करे for CBT, all this. Then again if anything happens, they again have to do the exam, reconduct the exam, and for that again the resources resources are used. So for that economic stress is also there. And even brain drain कोन, like छुआ माने prepared थांती कि जून मासरे exam हबो, but what happens, leak हो जाए paper and then उनको pressure आस जाए कि next exam जो हबो it would be tough or it would be easy or what would be the criteria or किमती कोन हबो, again that pressure goes on. So brain drain. Then violation of distributive justice, even violation हुए, violation of what, that meritocracy को तो माने replace कर दियंती, like paper leak रे तुम जानते हो that जे भी paper leak करची, what they want, that replace of meritocracy, ये merit रे थिबो, like ये भल से पाठ पढ़थिबो तांको मिलिबनी, who will get, the privileged who are having money to buy the papers, that is replace meritocracy with privileged. Okay, with privileged. Then what are the way aheads? What are the way aheads? You can see Dr. Radhakrishnan Committee 2024 रे आस्तिले से कहिथिले कोन, he recommended that more autonomous, professional and accountable body with dedicated vertical for technology, security, operations, ethics and transparency should be introduced for the conduct of examination. And even recently in 2024, Public Examination Prevention of Unfair Means Act has been released 2024, which says that anti-cheating legislation upre, which says to curb malpractice like paper leaks, personation and tampering. आइडा कहा को एग्जाम्स को बॉडीज रो एग्जाम्स को कवर करे, like UPSC, SSC, RRB, NTA exam, all these exams are covered in it. And even what it says that the punishment A Act रे जे भी लीक करिवो पेपर, टैम्पर करिवो या फिर धरा पड़िवो ए सब जिंस रे ट्रांसफर ऑफ एनीथिंग, then they will be punished for 3 to 5 years. Okay, and fine haba 10 lakhs. Now, what more we can do? More we can do? We can bring institutional reforms. How institutional reforms? We can establish the way ahead, right? We can establish independent regulating body so that କିଛି intervention ରହିବନି, not from the third party or political intervention भी ରହିବନି. Then even independent examination authority, integrity authority. What it does, they will look towards the ethical erosion what has been taking place due to leaks, or even monitor kar parive that the examinations are conducted in a transparent manner so that the youth will have trust on the states or trust on the bodies who are conducting the examination. Then even best practices भी है international best practices जो देखिए हमें तो it has been known that China has jailed at least 11,000 of its officials for this for this cheating of examination जो भी जे भी cheat करछि 11,000 लोगों को से jail करिछि एबे जाय. Okay, this is all about the NEET retest article, and it is very important for everything. You can say you can link it in even in your ethics paper also. Then next article asla the Hindu, which says the recent debate on the India's energy transition that has highlighted the agri photovoltaics. And what is agri photovoltaics? It has not been introduced right now. It has been debated that they will introduce it. What is agri photovoltaics? Agri photovoltaics माने first गोटे piece of land रे आगो कौन होतला agriculture होतला, like गोटे piece of land रे irrigation food like farming होतला. Agri photovoltaics means that gote piece of land re both the things will happen, like food production and even fuel production. How? That is, solar panels will be installed in the farm. Then instead of what mechanism it does, instead of clearing agricultural lands to build traditional solar parks, solar panels are integrated into the farm environment. And केमिति केते टाइप्स रो अछि? फर्स्ट तीनटा टाइप रो अछि, elevated, then solar panels between the crops, solar panels, solar pumps and agriculture. What you will see, elevated माने 3 to 4 meter height रे solar panels लगा हबो, crop रो 3 to 4 meter height रे solar panels लगा हबो, so that crop रे जो भी crop production जो हबो सेतरे movement easily हेई परियो. First, second type कौन? Solar pumps, solar panels लगा हबो crops रा मझिरे, like arrows, there will be arrows of crops like this, and here solar panels will be, and it is very suitable for which crops? It is very suitable for horticulture crops and vegetables also. And even solar pumps, you have seen the PM Kusum Yojana, solarization of agriculture कहिछि. What government is trying to do to install solar panels the farming environment. Then what it does, it creates a mutually beneficial microclimate. That is, the solar panels provide partial shade. They provide, solar panels shade provide karanti and even protect crops from external heat, improves retention, moisture retention. So it helps. And even you can say some crops are not even suitable, like you can say maize, sugarcane, is will be suitable line because they are tall crops, so they are even not suitable. And even not because they are tall, because they even need more sunlight. Solar panels jodi lagibo and they will not get proper sunlight, so it will be like production bhala hobani sugarcane ya maize ra. So what they do, they are trying to establish like crop selection bhi karanti and even panels jaku height re laganti so that they can easily, the jimti ki kahili sugarcane ya maize re, you can even install like the middle here, by horticulture crops, not elevated panels install न करिया बदल रे मझिरे भी install करी हबो. So now significance कौन? What are the significance of? What are the significance of agri photovoltaics? What it does? First, it strengthens the energy security. How? It expands the renewable energy generation without acquiring additional land. Renewable energy generate करे without even acquiring आगुरु कौन अलगा सोलर पार्क अलगा थिला and agriculture ପାଇଁ farmland अलगा थिला. एबे what they can do, that renewable energy and even food production can go simultaneously. From what? Example होची PM Kusum Yojana. Then even enhancing farmers income, what it gives dual income to farmers, that is agriculture and even electricity generation. Even farmers कौन कर पारे जदि अधिक production of electricity ही परिबो, then they can even provide to the discoms, the grid, so that it can be even so that they can get income even when crop failure भी हबो जतरो income तांको को provide ही परिबो. Then climate resilient agriculture, which says that solar panels reduce heat stress and water evaporation and improve moisture retention. जदि shade भल से मिलिबो, then even moisture retention भी हे परिबो, then they can get a climate resilient agriculture भी, because India has diverse climate, केतो वर्षा केतो खरा, these can become a very important factor to boost the agricultural products. Then and एटा को जगह अधिक यूज हे परियो in the water stressed regions, that is Rajasthan, Gujarat, Bundelkhand region. Then efficient land utilization. I've said land utilization efficiently he paribo because both the things come in one land, that is ago kono food versus fuel ro conflict chaltila, now they can go simultaneously. Then rural economy kimti, that farmers become energy producers in addition to food producers. They were food producers, farmers were food producers, now they can become energy producer. Then even agrarian stress to be, they can get protection. How? From like droughts, price rise, crop failure jo hotla, now they can get income from the electricity generation. Even support sustainable agriculture. How? Low carbon farming complements natural farming and climate smart agriculture, like I said here, climate resilient agriculture. Then rural electrification, जो जाकर electricity नहीं, like you can say Malkangiri, Kandhamal, ये सब reason जगह remote areas, hilly areas जगह electricity is not even there right now. So if we start agri photovoltaics, we can generate electricity, even get food security. So this is also very important. So now what are the measures, what जोड़ा measures कौन नहीं परिबा जोड़ा कि इटा को आउरी ए policy को आउरी enhance करिवो. What measures we can do? First is targeted research and development and mapping. Institution like ICR, Indian Council of Agriculture Research and National Institute of Solar Energy, they must collaborate to identify the best crop panel combination. Best co crops पाई co panel combination भला, like elevated भला ना side by side जो हुए middle ले जोड़ा रहे सेटा भला ना pumps अलगा रे माने गोटे side रे agriculture and गोटे side रे solar panels, that is good. So they can collaborate and identify which crop panel combination. Then financial innovation, how farmers, we can provide financial innovation to the farmers through viability gap funding or incentive or giving soft loans to install solar panels. Then standardized policy nai, we can bring standardized policy for national policy on agri photovoltaics ame aniya ko try kariya. Then even capacity building like Krishi Vigyan Kendras, what they do, they utilize and train, utilize the resources and train the farmers को train करि परिबे, so that they can get the knowledge about this agri photovoltaic mechanism and they can install the solar panels, because farmers are not aware of all these technologies, they know how to farm. So आमे जदि train करि परिबा, then it will be a very good initiative for them also. Then state level facilitation, what the state government can intervene and they can ASO process, approval process को से जल्दी करियर हेल्प कर परिबो. So this is all about the agri photovoltaics. It has not come now, but it has been like government is trying to start in some of the regions. I guess western part of India, but I hope it is going to be introduced soon so that farmers can get benefit from here from this. And next article, hoji Indian Express which says that CBSE relaxes 3-language formula for students. What this article says that CBSE has announced that student can learn 3 languages. One English, other is their regional language, and other any foreign language. अब के learn कर पा रही है from class 5 to class 8 students they can learn any foreign language. Then what historical background देखिए first means perspective then we'll go to the prelims what is needed. First historical background कौन? The 3-language policy was first introduced by Kothari Commission. Was first recommended by Kothari Commission 1964 to 66. Then it was adopted in the National Policy on Education. National Policy on Education re adopt करा है 3-language policy. And when this started 1968. Then it got amended. Then we got again our NEP 2020. What it says, first तारो features देखे दबा because NEP 2020 is very important for both mains prelims. What it says, students will learn 3 languages with flexibility in choice. Flexibility in choice कौन पाए? Because India is a very diverse country with diversity of languages, so they can get flexibility in choice of studying regional language, even English, and even any foreign language. Then at least 2 of the 3 languages should be native to India. So 3 languages अच्छी, these 3 languages to at least 2 language should be native to India because India से language रे language किबार अच्छी like in official language you can say because official languages ही exams भी conduct हुए which will be very benefit which would be benefit to the students even. Then no language is to be imposed on any state. No language is to be imposed on any state. को language रे को state रे को language रा imposition रहिबनी. Next, the choice of languages rests with states, regions and students. The choice of language students ही choose करिवे, states choose करिवो. Then we go कौन initiatives निया हिची. If we go कौन initiative निया हिची to address the major concerns policy रे जो NEP 2020 अच्छी तो policy रे कौन initiative निया हिची to जो concern अच्छी कौन initiative निया हिची. Flexibility and in NEP 2020. It says that no language should be imposed on any state. Then national curriculum framework रे कौन को आइची गोटे framework establish कराइतला सेतरे introduce कराइतला सेतरे को आइची supports multilingual education. हमर एबे कौन चलची आमे एबे केमती पढुछु like bilingual like English plus Odia. Multilingual education भी हे परिवो like you can say students are learning English, Hindi, Odia, even Telugu, all and even any foreign language, so it can be multilingual. Then foundational literacy in the home language is emphasized. Why this is done? Because जो पिला जहाँ घरे भाषा कहूथुबो सेटा जदि स्कूल रे जाइके से सेम लैंग्वेज रे जदि पाठ पढिबो देन तारो फाउंडेशनल लिटरेसी टा बहुत भल से बिल्ड हबो. That's why government is trying to promote mother tongue. It is promoting mother tongue. According to NEP, up to grade 5 or preferably up to 8, grade 8, he said they should give medium of education mother tongue re rahi other. Mother tongue is like kaharo bhasa Odia thai, kaharo Hindi thai, kaharo Telugu thai. Then even training of teachers is very important. So language teachers को training भी दिया जिबो so that they can develop multilingual education. Even technology is should be used like platform like Disa. Disa is a unified platform which does what? Offers multilingual digital content. Like तुमको every multilingual every language रा content मिल जिबो ए दिशा platform रे. Then initiatives कौन? What are the initiative government has taken for education? That is Nipun Bharat, then PM Shri, then Samagra Shiksha, which says preliminary, pre-primary to class 12th, then even Disha platform. Then this we have discussed National Curriculum Framework 2023. Then Ek Bharat, Shresth Bharat, which promotes interstate cultural and linguistic interaction. What it does, Ek Bharat, Shresth Bharat, जो सेमिनार्स हुए या फिर जो कल्चरल इवेंट्स हुए इंटरस्टेट cultural events or interstate sport competition, all these things are there. Linguistic interactions, debates, all these things happen. So this comes under Ek Bharat Shresth Bharat re government a initiative re anichi. Then eta hegola mains ro jaha bi data achi, it is relate all about your concepts. Then if you ask what is the mains ପାଇଁ कौन important हे परिबो, mains ପାଇଁ sorry prelims ପାଇଁ कौन ही important हे परिबो, prelims ପାଇଁ can say language, जेहेतु language ऊपर अछि एटा, so we'll discuss about the language. Language कोथरे आसे first 8th schedule of this constitution, part 17 and article 343 to 351, 343 to 351. So main articles देख दबा. First article 344, what it says official what article 344 says, official commission or official language commission to be constituted then article 345 says कि जो legislature अच्छी, legislature of the state, they can impose two or more, one or more adopt and sorry not impose, they can adopt. Legislature of the state can adopt one or more languages. Then article 347, what it says, article 347 says president can direct any language. प्रेसिडेंट चाहिए से जो हेले लैंग्वेज को डायरेक्ट कर परिबे और नोटिफाई कर परिबे, ओके, और रिकॉग्नाइज कर परिबे और रिकॉग्नाइज डायरेक्ट और रिकॉग्नाइज. देन आ गुटे इंपोर्टेंट आर्टिकल अछि इज आर्टिकल 350 क्लॉज बी रे गुटे अछि स्पेशल linguistic officer to introduce a special special linguistic minorities commission. Article 350 B रे. This is all about your education, language, what are the steps government is taking place for education, and even languages re kon articles important and co-schedule re aschi, co-part re aschi, how many articles are there, all this. Next ame jiba next article को, next kon achi, हाँ next jiba aguru we will see how it is like way forward kon taro, because we are discussing way forward for everything. Way forward kon, what it does, it facilitates cooperative federalism. How, through what? Through interstate interaction or linguistic interaction. Then increase flexibility through what? multilingual education, then teacher capacity building to recruit and train of teachers for like through what Samagra Shiksha Abhiyan, then development of the multilingual learning through what good quality textbooks, digital content in all scheduled languages, then use of technology through what AI enabled or the Disa platform, then mother tongue based education. आउ जदि हमें आउ कोन देख परिया लैंग्वेजेस रे, इफ यू आस्क आउ कोन लैंग्वेजेस रे अच्छी व्हिच इज वेरी इंपोर्टेंट फॉर योर प्रीलिम्स पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू और योर फॉर द पॉलिटी पेपर GS2, you can see languages, you can see originally केते लैंग्वेजेस थिला ओरिजिनल कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन रे केते लैंग्वेजेस को रिकॉग्निशन मिली थिला 14 लैंग्वेजेस गॉट रिकॉग्निशन. Then what happened? 21st constitutional amendment. 21st constitutional amendment रे काहाकु मिलला Hindi language. Then came 71st constitution where which one got Konkani, Manipuri, Nepali. Then 91st रे काहाकु मिलला बोडो, डोंगरी, मैथिली, संथाली, ये सब लैंग्वेजेस को ऑफिशियल लैंग्वेज रो रिकॉग्निशन मिलला. ओके, ऑफिशियल लैंग्वेज रो recognition. So now how many languages are there? For now 22, total 22. आगो केते थिले 14 थिले. Now next article comes, that is Economic Times Rule, that RBI revised the boarding norms for MSME on the trade platform. The objective is to simplify access to invoicing finance and improve liquidity for MSMEs. ता माने कोन? फर्स्ट जिबा हमें व्हाट इज ट्रेड प्लेटफॉर्म को जिबा. फर्स्ट जिबा हमें ट्रेड प्लेटफॉर्म कोन हम देखदा फर्स्ट. व्हाट इज ट्रेड प्लेटफॉर्म? ट्रेड प्लेटफॉर्म माने इज सेट trade receivable discounting system. What it does? It's an RBI regulated. It is an RBI regulated digital platform which does what? It solves the delayed payments for MSME. So buyers किणंती MSME ठू माने payment delay करंती. It solves it, and what it enables MSME to convert their trade invoices in immediate cash. To what? Through competitive bidding by banks and NBFC financiers, without requiring collateral. Collateral बदल रे किछि भी collateral माने कोन? किछि भी जमा करी बैंक रु जदि तमे लोन नोच तो तुमको किछि गोटे रखिया पड़िबो एज ए कोलैटरल, सो दैट बैंक तुमको पैसा दे परिबो एज ए माने गोटे सिक्योरिटी रे रखिया पड़िबो. So it is called collateral. Without giving any collateral, they can convert their money. So a process ta किमती हुए? If you ask how this process is being done, but you suppose a buyer is there, then MSME. If you are a buyer, so MSME provides goods, मानी चलो लक्षे टंकार गोटे प्रोडक्ट बायर किणिला. Then what it does? It provides money to the MSME. It gives money. So it says that मु 3 मास परे देबी पैसा. But ता आगो सेमती होतला. एबे कोन होची? In trades platform what it does? Buyer गोटे receipt release करिवो. It will be a monetary receipt. गोटे receipt release करा हबो. जोथरे से receipt ता काहा को जिवो? Banking entity को. Banking entity. And who will be this entity? It can be these one: bidders, banks, or NBFC financiers. So a banking entity कौन करिवो? It will discount through trades platform रो discount हबो, and ये जो पाखरे किछि रखी कि discounting करी कि ये दबो, so that he can get money in a quick process rather than getting in 3 months or buyer जोटा decide करथिबो rather than getting in 3 months or 2 months or late payments can get easy and maybe से किछि भी रखि पारे like माने कि चलो लक्षे टंगार जो जिंस अछि लक्षे टंगार रिसिप्ट रिलीज करा हिचे banking entity can give 90,000 it can discount it and give it 90,000 then that's why it is called authorized payment system under the it is ita kaha under re achi payment of settlements act 2004 then we'll go कि एथरे कोन हिची कोन चेंजेस आनी ची कौन चेंजेस आनी चाहिए why this article has come to place because RBI has said that कि जो ट्रेड्स प्लेटफॉर्म रे जो भी डिस्काउंटिंग हुए जो भी बैंकिंग एंटिटी लाइक बैंक्स या बिडर्स या फिर एनबीएफसीज जे भी बैंकिंग एंटिटी थांती तांकर नेट वर्थ एटलीस्ट 25 crores थिबार अछि minimum net worth of rupees 25 crores only if they use trades to a statutory auditor for accounting services minimum तांकर net worth 25 crores थिबार अछि now MSME माने कोन MSME means micro small and medium enterprises if you ask MSME रो classification केमते हेची we have seen it's a very interesting slide or a table this is very important for everything to understand MSME माइक्रो एंटरप्राइजेस कोन स्मॉल एंटरप्राइजेस कोन मीडियम एंटरप्राइजेस कोन माइक्रो एंटरप्राइजेस माने जो मानकर इन्वेस्टमेंट लाइक जो एंटरप्राइज रो इन्वेस्टमेंट 25 crores 2 point sorry जो मानकर इन्वेस्टमेंट 2.5 crores रहिबो and even turnover 10 crores rahibo they are called micro enterprises and those enterprises who have 25 crores investment and turnover 100 crores they are small enterprises and those who have 125 crores and turnover 500 crores they are called medium enterprises and it was this new classification has been introduced in budget 2025 to 26 ଆଉ ଆଗ କେତେ ଥିଲା and ଏବେ କେତେ କି ବଢିଲା if you ask then it is ଆଗ ଥିଲା current ରୁ ଏବେ କେତେ बढ़िची investment रे into 2 हेची investment into 2 turnover रे sorry investment 2.5 बढ़िची to 2.5 बढ़िची and turnover बढ़िची into 2 like 5 थिला एबे 10 like that goes on then we'll see how MSME contributes हमें देखि देले MSME कहा को कुआ जाए माइक्रो कहा को कुआ जाए स्मॉल कहा को कुआ जाए we'll see what MSME contributes to the economy what is the significance of MSME what it does it contributes 1/3 of the India's GDP that is gives 45% manufacturing output to ase then it contributes 62% of employment like second highest employment like services give employment MSMEs give second highest employment through what government initiatives anchi like pradhan mantri mudra yojana vishwakarma PM vishwakarma stand up india swanidhi credit guarantee fund then platforms achi MSMEs को build करिया पे like open network for digital commerce to democratize e-commerce by lowering entry barriers so entry MSMEs माने entry करिया चाहूँ चंदे market को for to जो पैसा दरकार जो entry करिया पे they lower it through this platform then RBI गुटे आंची public tech platform for frictionless credit for what faster data driven and large collateral free lending रे एटा हे परिबो through this platform public tech platform then credit enterprise support ପାଇଁ भी महिला कोयर योजना because it is said that according to SIDBI report women own 26% of proprietor and like MSMEs, 26% of women own MSMEs, MSME enterprises. And even annual, and even what a Ministry of MSME ru good annual report aschi where it is said that 76%, approximately 76% MSME enterprises are being handled by socially backward classes. So which is very important because GDP रो 30% नहीं होची, and even women are doing good, like Mahila Koir Yojana is there. Then even you can say through what, through Mudra Yojana, women are getting loans, Tarun loans मिले simply. Then again government intervention कौन करची, self reliant India fund गोटे ହେଇची, PM formalization of micro food processing enterprises, and even for national initiative ramp program start करची with what schemes like Z certification, MSME को Z certification मिलिबो, energy efficiency finance platform so that MSMEs energy sector रे भी आसी परिवे. Okay, all these things. So what this will do, this will provide a hold to the economy in various sections, like inclusive economy we can build through MSMEs. Now some facts for prelims. These are the articles we discussed. It is very important for all the papers of yours in mains, JB mains likhiwa, and if anyone is even not writing mains, so this is important for even your prelims, upcoming prelims exam, or even your upcoming competitive exam. Article first कौन facts कौन, first fact हला first topic हला एयर सुविधा 2.0 पोर्टल. ये किए लॉन्च करछि, मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ सिविल एविएशन लॉन्च करछि. एटा कौन भाई लॉन्च कराइछि, it is because of the Ebola virus, and this is a this term I am unable to pronounce it, so sorry for the words. So sorry, I cannot pronounce this word. So एटा Ebola virus कोठी हेची, Ebola virus हेची Uganda and even Democratic Republic of Congo रे a virus spread हेची. So and it has been a public health emergency of international concern. Public health emergency international concern रे सियास हेची. That's why air सुविधा portal release हेची so that contactless passenger health self declaration portal आसिव. How contactless? Like आमर जेमती आगो हितला कोविड रे हितला आरोग्य सेतु ऐप सिमिति एटा गोटे contactless portal. Then what it does, it follows the WHO declaration of this virus disease outbreak. Then what is this disease about? It is a rare and potentially deadly type of viral hemorrhagic fever. It is caused by this virus and the type of Ebola virus, and it is spread through contact of bodily fluids, blood of a person who is already infected with this virus. And next is Bandipur and Nagarhole. Next is Bandipur and Nagarhole tiger reserves. Where are these reserves? Because it is said that context the Karnataka government announced full restoration of the jungle safari at the Bandipur and Nagarhole tiger reserve, suspended since November 2025 on the wake of human tiger conflict. तो हमें देखी थी वो human animal conflict बहुत अच्छे, like you can see Karnataka या Kerala रे गोटे incident हितला, like because of the frequent elephant intervention human lands रे someone has given like bomb inside a watermelon to the elephant, and it has created a very long debate or controversy. So simply because of this Bandipur and Nagarhole re jungle safari bond hitla, now they have restored it again. And this is not important for us, just for the context I am saying. Important kono, where is it? It is in Karnataka. It is in Karnataka. Both reserves are located in Karnataka and forms part of what? Nilgiri Biosphere Reserve. What is Nilgiri Biosphere Reserve? It is the first biosphere reserve of India. First biosphere reserve of India. And ये जो नीलगिरी गोटे क्वेश्चन आसला 2018 रे यूपीएससी रे the question has been asked that which tiger reserves or which wildlife sanctuaries or what are the like what are the areas, protected areas which form a part of Nilgiri tiger reserves. Then the answer is first is Bandipur, Nagarhole, Tumalai tiger reserve and Wayanad wildlife sanctuary. These four form part of Nilgiri biosphere reserve. Then Bandipur आउ नागरहोल टाइगर रिजर्व को रिवर सेपरेट करे. Which river separates? Separated by Kabini. Kabini river. Okay. Now, index of next come index of services production. In the index of industrial production achi, index of services production. What it does? It monthly indicator. It is a monthly indicator. Developed by whom? Institute of Statistics and Program Implementation, which measures what? It measures short-term frequency changes in the service sector, not the industrial sector. जदि हमको जदि IIP पचारियो like industrial index of industrial production, तो highest के आसीबो, highest index कहार अछि refinery, but here it says index of services production, where it what it measures? It measures the changes in the real output of India's formal services. What is formal and informal? Formal माने जोड़ा कि organized employment रे आसे, like not gig employment, permanent वगैरह. और informal कौन? Which is like freelancing, you can say. Then next article है ला Kirthai. Kirthai 2 कौन? It is an hydroelectric project which has been built on Chenab River. Hydroelectric project planned on the Chenab River, which is in Jammu and Kashmir. It is the third hydroelectric project. It is planned on the Chenab River. After what? After the suspension of the Indus Water Treaty. जो India Pakistan रो recently जो पहलगाम अटैक हेतला से परे India has suspended the Indus Water Treaty. After that, this Kirthai 2 hydroelectric project has been planned and it is being built right now on the Chenab River. Then आउ कौन चेनाब रिवर रे जदि आउ कौन अच्छी चेनाब रिवर रे, तो it can be आउ कौन hydroelectric project अच्छी. It is Dulhasti, Salal, Sawalkot, and even more are there, I guess. Then next is Thevat. Why Thevat? Thevat कौन? Why it has come to place? Because PM Modi recently the Slovak president को visit करथिले, then he gifted Thevat to Slovak president. And what is this Thevat? It is a traditional art form in Rajasthan. Origin card हुई जे, origin Mughal era time रो origin ही जे आरो. And what it does? It is एटा कोथरे माने बना हुए. It is creating delicate designs in 23 karat gold and embedding on the multicolored glass surface. But a multicolored glass surface re 23 karat gold ro embedding rohibo. Okay. Then Caspian Sea. Why Caspian Sea has come to news? Because it has lost its surface area. Okay. How much? 24,000 surface area lose कर दीजिए. And Caspian Sea कोटी located अच्छी. It is located between Europe and Asia, and it is bordered by how many countries? Like 5 countries. That is Russia, Kazakhstan, Turkmenistan, Iran, and Azerbaijan. Okay. Then what it is? It is world's largest inlet body of water between Europe and Asia. Again, one more important fact, that is Sicily. Sicily gote jaga achi. It is island. It is the largest island in the Mediterranean Sea. The largest island in the Mediterranean Sea. Next, we come to Padma Awards. Padma Awards kebe institute hitla. It was introduced in 1954, and President gives Padma Awards to बहुत सारा नॉमिनीज मन को दिया जाए फ्रॉम आर्ट्स जे सोशल वर्क करती या फिर ड्रामा एनी दोज हु आर डूइंग द गुड वर्क the president gives awards, and when it is announced annually in every Republic Day. Then Padma, what it does, it gives the civilian awards. Okay, civilian awards दिए, and Padma तीनटा कैटेगरी डिवाइड होइछे, Padma Vibhushan, Padma Bhushan and Padma Vibhushan is the second highest, Padma Bhushan third highest, and Padma Shri. Then what is the first highest civilian award? First highest civilian award कौन is Bharat Ratna. Is Bharat Ratna. Then next comes Chapekar brothers. Chapekar brothers history रे पढ़ी थी वो. Chapekar brothers have assassinated the plague commissioner Walter Charles Rann ने केबे June 22, 1947. I have introduced this history part also because June masro current affairs देखछु, so related to June current affairs, we can say, like, not current affairs, related to June timeline, so we'll discuss this all. Next, कौन करथिले? They were influenced by they were influenced by Vasudev Balwant Phatke and Bal Gangadhar Tilak. So what they did, ଗୋଟେ bubonic plague outbreak ହେଇଥିଲା, ଯୋଉଥିରେ କି जो कमिश्नर थिले वॉल्टर रैन सी कौन करथिले बहुत सारा कंट्रोल मेजर्स आनथिले प्लेग आउटब्रेक ପାଇଁ, which is very which was not good for the people, so that's why they planned the assassination and they assassinated him. ଆଉ बाल गंगाधर तिलक रो कौन कौन बाल गंगाधर तिलक रो कौन कौन न्यूज़पेपर थिला? One is Kesari and another one is Maratha. Another one is Maratha. Maratha was written in English and Kesari was written in Marathi. This was written in English and this was written in Marathi. So don't get confused. Next, ecologically sensitive areas. Ecologically sensitive areas, what are ecologically sensitive areas? They are designated regions. They are designated regions identified for special environment protection because of rich biodiversity, fragile ecosystem, because of this. How semane kothre protected achandi, notified kothre achandi? Environment Protection Act 1986 re. And Supreme Court kaun kahichi in 2022 what it has directed, that every protected area, national park, wildlife sanctuary or wildlife sanctuary, they should have mandatory at least 1 kilometer mandatory eco-sensitive zone of at least 1 kilometer from its demarcated area. So this is a national park. If this is a national park or wildlife sanctuary, so at least 1 kilometer. At least the 1 kilometer distance re, this distance, this region will be the eco-sensitive zone or eco-sensitive area. Yes, A. Now Western Ghats context kono ecologically sensitive areas ro. The Western Ghats soon received stronger legal protection at least 3 states through the notification of ecologically sensitive areas. For 3 states, 3 states are Goa, Gujarat and Maharashtra. Goa, Gujarat and Maharashtra. And Western Ghats ro kon jehetu what they said, stronger legal protection milibo Western Ghats ro a 3 states ko in perception of ecologically sensitive areas. Western Ghats upar jodi discuss kariya, Western Ghats kon, this is Western Ghat, this is Western Ghat. Okay, what ketra states achandi Western Ghats re? Western Ghats are spread in 6 states. spread in 6 states. Highest peak कौन आरो? अनाईमुड़ी. Second highest कौन? Sudabetta. Sudabetta. Okay, which is here. और ए अनाईमुड़ी कोडी अछि? नीलगिरी. नीलगिरी. नीलगिरी hills. Okay. How you can say one more additional information. जो which tiger, which reserve or which national park connects, separates Nilgiri Biosphere Reserve, then it can be Satyamangalam. National Park. Satyamangalam National Park. Here you can see Arabian Sea, by Maharashtra, Goa, Maharashtra, then Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, and Kerala. All these 6 states are spread in Western Ghats. Western Ghats रे spread अच्छी. एडी कौन अच्छी? Jog Falls. Jog Falls is highest waterfall. Jog Falls is highest waterfall. This is your Idahala. This is all about your weekly current affairs. I hope you like it. And even last be good weekly current affairs eithila, and this is also one of that. And we have discussed about the mains related concepts and even about the prelims related or other competitive exams related concepts. I hope you like it. And jodi kichi doubt achi, please write it in the comment section. Even jodi PDF darkar, you can get through the telegram, Kaxra telegram ru you can get it. Thank you so much. Hello.